So overhead left, it's going to go to the left. Overhead right, it's going to go to the right. It's that simple. I'm going to take these and put these in a bus. Play a little OH. We're going to solo this out. Take a listen. So first thing I'm going to do is EQ. Pretty much need none of that low end, and you're going to see the room's going to pick up a lot of the low end from the cymbals and the whole kit as a whole. So when we're using overheads, we're pretty much getting more of an overhead sound of the drum skins itself, a little bit of the kick, and mostly cymbals. So we definitely don't need low end. Everything else, our close mics, our room mics, everything's getting all that low end. If you keep allowing all this low end to come through the mix, it's going to get real muddy real quick. So we're taking all the low end out of this. Don't need it. Cool. I'm going to throw in an LA2A type compressor. So we're going to use the CLA2A stereo. We're going to do something a little different. I'm going to copy and paste a setting that I like, and I'm going to set it up into dual mono, which means instead of using a stereo limiting setting, I'm going to do two different units, one in the left channel, one in the right channel. What that does is it separates the limiting or the compression in the mix. So if you have a really loud crash on one side, it's not going to squash your hi-hat or your ride. It's playing on the other side. They're going to be separate. So that's why we want to do this in dual mono, especially for overheads. So let's go for a setting. I'm only going to take a little bit off. I'm going to keep it in the limiting setting. I'm going to keep the analog setting off. Changed my mind. I'm actually going to hit it pretty hard. So let's duplicate this. Bring it over here. It's the only way I know how to do it. Get rid of that. Within this plugin, there's a section up here. What I do is I do the splitter. So one goes on the left, one goes on the right. That's it. Oh, good. I can actually EQ this a little bit better too. A lot of presence in there I want to get rid of. Alright, I'm going to use a plugin from OEX Sound called Soothe 2. It's a resonance suppressor, so any bad frequencies that are resonating that are a little bit harsh, it's going to help bring those down using a little bit of saturation. Kind of smooths it out, hence the name Soothe. So any frequencies that I pull up here, these are the frequencies it's affecting. It's going to pull it down. You can adjust that. The depth, it can be soft suppression or hard suppression. You can make the frequencies it chooses to be sharp or less sharp. You can have it select more, select less. Choose your balance, whether it affects it in mono, left and right, however you want to do it. Release, attack. It's pretty cool. It's a really nice plugin actually. Cool. Little trick I use to make it sound extra wide, which is really cool. You can use any utility plugin inside of Studio One. I use a plugin called Mix Tool. I'm going to invert one of the channels, and it's going to give it that extra wide feel. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that's it.